Imagine a world where your phone isn't truly yours. A world where your conversations, your location, your very digital identity could be compromised without a trace. This is the unsettling reality brought to light by the existence of devices like the Stingray Surveillance. This sophisticated surveillance tool, shrouded in secrecy, has the power to intercept and manipulate cellular communications, effectively turning our phones against us. The Stingray Surveillance, often referred to as an IMSI catcher, operates by impersonating legitimate cell phone towers. This deceptive tactic allows it to intercept data from unsuspecting users within a specific radius. By exploiting vulnerabilities in cellular networks, the device can capture sensitive information such as phone calls, text messages, and even real-time location data. The implications of this technology are far-reaching and deeply concerning. The ability to conduct covert surveillance on this scale raises serious questions about privacy, security, and the very fabric of our digital lives. In an age where our phones have become extensions of ourselves, the Stingray Surveillance represents a potent threat to our individual liberties and the principles of a free and open society. To understand the threat posed by the Stingray Surveillance, it's essential to grasp the basics of cellular spoofing, the technology that underpins its operation. In essence, cellular spoofing involves deceiving a cell phone into believing it's communicating with a legitimate cell tower when in reality it's connected to a device like the Stingray.
Cellular networks rely on a system of identification codes, including the International Mobile Subscriber Identity, or IMSI, to connect phones to the network. The Stingray Surveillance exploits this system by mimicking the IMSI of a legitimate cell tower. When a cell phone attempts to connect to the network within the device's range, the Stingray intercepts the connection, effectively acting as a man in the middle.
Once connected, the Stingray can intercept and record all data transmitted to and from the phone, including calls, texts, and internet traffic. Moreover, it can force the phone to transmit its location data, revealing the user's whereabouts in real time. This data can then be accessed and analyzed by the operator of the Stingray, providing a wealth of information about the targeted individual. The ease with which the Stingray Surveillance can intercept cellular communications highlights the inherent vulnerabilities in our existing network infrastructure. The lack of robust security measures to prevent impersonation attacks makes it relatively simple for malicious actors to exploit these weaknesses and gain unauthorized access to sensitive data. The use of Stingray surveillance devices represents a significant erosion of privacy in the digital age. By indiscriminately collecting data from individuals within its range, the device undermines the fundamental right to privacy that is paramount in a free and democratic society. The chilling effect of such surveillance can have far-reaching consequences on our behaviors, our relationships, and our very sense of self.
The indiscriminate nature of Stingray surveillance is particularly concerning. Unlike targeted surveillance methods, which focus on specific individuals suspected of wrongdoing, the Stingray captures data from all phones within its range, regardless of whether the user is a target of an investigation. This dragnet approach to surveillance treats everyone as a potential suspect, eroding the presumption of innocence and creating an environment of suspicion and mistrust.
The data collected by the Stingray can reveal intimate details about our lives. Our phone calls, text messages, and internet browsing history paint a comprehensive picture of our activities, our associations, and even our thoughts and beliefs. This information, in the wrong hands, can be used to manipulate, exploit, and silence individuals, particularly those who hold dissenting views or challenge authority.
The erosion of privacy has a corrosive effect on society as a whole. When individuals feel constantly watched and monitored, they are less likely to express themselves freely, engage in open dialogue, or challenge the status quo. This chilling effect on free speech and dissent can stifle innovation, creativity, and progress, ultimately hindering the advancement of society. While law enforcement agencies often justify the use of Stingray surveillance devices for legitimate investigative purposes, the potential for misuse and abuse is undeniable. The secrecy surrounding the technology, coupled with the lack of transparency and accountability, raises serious concerns about its deployment in ways that violate civil liberties and undermine the rule of law.
The Stingray's ability to intercept communications and track location in real time makes it a powerful tool for espionage and intelligence gathering. In the hands of authoritarian regimes or malicious actors, the device can be used to suppress dissent, target political opponents, and silence critics of the government. The lack of oversight and accountability mechanisms increases the risk of such abuses occurring without detection or consequence.
The use of Stingray devices for political espionage has already been documented in several countries. In the United States, for example, reports have surfaced of law enforcement agencies using Stingrays to track protesters and monitor activists without obtaining warrants or disclosing their use to the courts. Such practices raise serious questions about the proportionality and legality of Stingray deployment in a democratic society.
The potential for misuse extends beyond government agencies. Criminal organizations and even private individuals can acquire Stingray-like devices on the black market, using them to conduct corporate espionage, steal intellectual property, or target individuals for blackmail or extortion. The proliferation of such devices poses a significant threat to national security, economic stability, and the safety of individuals.